All right. So, getting in on the afternoon session for today, which is fine. There wasn't that much that happened. Just another the bull market, the bullish trend, the uptrend is just continuing, despite the divergence continuing, and sometimes this happens. Um, there hasn't really been a significant pullback for me to enter. I mean, I set something at the 750. I also set a short at the 4,000, 34,000, and that got stopped out, obviously. Um, I guess I could have, and I couldn't even re-enter at the 34,000. It never really pulled back. It's one of those markets that seems like it's going straight up, and it's I'm sure most people, most average people, are going to be thrilled about um, feeling like the market is kind of recovering and everything's all good. But um, the if you really understand the fundamentals of what's going on, that's not exactly the case. This is definitely one of those things where whoops, okay, sorry. That's This is definitely one of those things where um, the inflated, not inflation necessarily, but the price is inflated, and irrational markets have a tendency to continue to be irrational, and this is and this is exactly what's happening in my opinion. There's The market has no business really being up here, considering all the things, and we had some some good numbers and stuff come out recently, but that's all short term. So what am I doing based on off of this? I don't really buy into this uptrend right now. Um, not just because of the fundamental reasons. That would be an amateur move. It's the weakness in momentum that has me question the durability of this uptrend. So I will follow it. So what I'm going to do up here is the trade I want to take immediately is um, to potentially take a sell stop at the 250, and that would make this the 325, make this the 4,000, which is going to get me in right now. Might as well have made it a market order. Um, I would have saved money. Anyway, um, and then I'm a little bit hesitant. I want the 4,000 long, but I'm a little bit hesitant that it's um, below this wick right here, just a little bit. But I don't want to front run it either. That's a little bit too aggressive. But you know what? This is one of those cases where I can kind of secure it because I'm already in this, and if I'm right about this, um, if I'm wrong about this trade, and the market keeps going up, whatever. It's not like this would ever get entered anyway. So I'm gonna take the front running because the formation is there. And it'll probably be more obvious if I go to the 1 hour. There you go. A lot of basing here. Way too many bases. to be considered a good zone. But really, what I'm looking at is the strength of the move up. It's kind of weak, but it's not the best. So I'm a little bit hesitant, but I don't have any other traps set out there right now. So I need to set something, and that's the best that I got. So 34,075. Stop at the 34,000 even, and 325 is going to be the target. And I'm tempted to put a backup order in there as well for the 34,000 even. So that would be 34,000, 3925, and 250. Okay. So right now I have the worst case scenario is that this trade just doesn't work out. But if this trade is going to work out, I've actually sort of bet against myself, but the trade that I'm in right now, the short, is technically counter trend. So that's even less. I'm even less confident about this. It's just one of the moves that I can identify the most easiest. The pullback. Yeah, see, this is not as helpful. It's too much. Zoomed out way too much. So the pullback to the 0.75, the front hesitation band, has a lot of basing in it, so it's a little bit iffy. But if this candle can hold, then I think then what'll happen is I will lose this trade and I will win the long. I'll lose the short and win the long. So I'll either way, no matter what happens, I'll get in that scenario I'll get $70 because I'll lose one and I'll win one. If I'm right about this short though, and it continues to go down and breaks below these lows, then I will have won this trade but lost two trades. Not the best scenario, but that's the best I got at the moment. This market is being kind of funky. The best case scenario would be go all the way down to hit target at 34,000, which would make this long stop out. So that's win one, lose one, and then get picked up on the 34,000 and resume the uptrend. That would be the best scenario, because this is just such a strong movement upward in price, but weakening momentum in RSI, so in terms of strength. So I'm not ready to. I already took like a bunch of losses in a row going counter trend, trying to push this market back down. I'm not going to do that anymore, even though look at this craziness, how much this is diverging. This is very flimsy. So when the turn happens and I don't have one, I mean, this would have been a good one. This candle formation right here. Bearish engulfing candle. However, it was a fake out. And we don't have another one. And I bet a lot of people got faked out. I bet people got faked out at the 34,000 as well, like I did. Because there were some formations here, if you were paying attention, that made it look kind of promising that it was starting to break down. Like if I go to a smaller time frame, I bet you this is a double bottom formation, and then a double bottom formation that didn't work. And it didn't. It wasn't even close to working. It made a new. It found itself up all the way into a new quarter. So that's pretty. It's a pretty. It's an irrationally strong market, and we just need to. It'll weaken eventually, but you just don't know when. That's why I'm gun shy about the short. Um, but hopefully I have it right this time. I'm actually what I'm hoping for is that this collapses down, and I'm able to uh, participate on it on the way down, all the way back up, back down to either the 33,500 or further. Because I don't really buy into this strength over here as well. So I think the market has a lot more to. I think the Dow has a lot more it can go down, but a very it's like there's a glass ceiling as to how far it can go up.